So yeah, you just start from scratch. You spawn in, and then you're just like, ooh, a new dino. Ooh, he looks cute. And then, boom, she slaps you down and you're dead. And hello, we are back for a new video. We're back on the ARK, of course we are. I've got a new kind of video for today, and today we are going to look at top fun things to do in ARK. So you could be new to ARK, you could have been playing it for the last 5 years, and you're just running out of things to do, and you're just like, ugh, ARK. This list, some of them could be simple things, some of them are things you might not have done, but yeah, we're looking at the most fun things to do in ARK. This is mainly focused on PvE stuff, got nothing really related to PvP in here, but obviously you do a lot of these things in PvP anyway. So I've got my cup of tea ready just for this video, and I'm gonna get straight into it. Like, let's go. Alrighty, so the first one we are going to look at is probably one of the most obvious ones, and it's building. So let's just say, okay, obviously the basic building an ARK is not really fun, it's not really that entertaining, but like, if you actually look at loads of tutorials on YouTube, there is millions and millions and millions. You can find some really cool builds that you can be like, oh yeah, I could make that. And once you get all the stuff to make them, you can actually start following the tutorial step by step, and you can actually make some seriously cool structures. On this little sped up video, I've got a cheeky little, well, I say little, I've got a cheeky wall that's massive. Don't want any spoilers, but it might be for a video coming up in the near future. So this is my little speed build showy offy thingy for building. Building's fun. It is a grind, but once you actually finish it, it's like the best thing ever when you've created something awesome and it's like, oh my god, this is perfect, and you just love it. So that is why building is on the list of fun things to do in ARK. I am trying to put these in order of the way you would play the game if you're actually new to it. So the next one is another obvious one, and it is taming dinos, of course, or creatures. And even when you're bored of ARK, just go out and tame stuff. Like, you can never have enough dinos, you can never have enough creatures. There is a lot of cool creatures to tame in ARK. Like, if you haven't played the DLCs and stuff, there's always new creatures added on there, so new creatures to tame on those. And there's just always something else to tame, or something I always want to tame. So I always find that I don't really get bored of taming things. So yeah, just get out there and do it. Just tame things, tame everything, tame the whole of ARK. Let's go. So the next one we have on the list is going to be explore the ocean. Some people hate the ocean. It's very hostile. There's lots of cool dinos and creatures down there. Very dangerous creatures. And you need to be doing it right if you're going to survive down there. There's also a lot of cool caves that you can actually build in as well in the ocean. There is some actual caves that you can get loot in on the island map. I don't know if it's like that on any other map, but that map is great for that. There's deep sea loot crates, you can explore the locations of them and find some real nice high tier loot. You can hunt alpha mosasaurs down there, you can farm all the good resources. There is a lot to do down the ocean. Back onto the first fun thing to do on the list, you could even make a dock and make a cool place for all your water creatures and just make an absolute navy, which is why exploring the ocean is the third fun thing to do in ARK. The next one on the list is going to be running caves and gathering the artifacts ready to do boss fights. Running caves is actually really fun. I really love caves. That's why I was a bit disappointed in Crystal Isles, because there wasn't any caves on it. So to be honest, Crystal Isles is cool, but it's just not that cool. I just wasn't impressed that they didn't make any caves on there to gather artifacts. I think all the artifacts on the map are just all lobbed all over the map in the open and stuff. So yeah, that sucked. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. If you can gather some mates and tribe up on the ARK, like, running caves is like one of the most fun things to do. Like, it's so fun doing caves with your mates. And obviously some of them are quite challenging, so yeah, it's really good fun. So that is why it's one of the most fun things to do in ARK. So the next one on the list is going to be breeding dinos, of course. Yeah, I always find if I'm a bit bored on ARK and don't really have a lot planned or don't really have a lot to do, I'll just start a new breeding project. You can see I've done Ferrozinos, Rexes, Allosauruses. I've fully bred all of them. It's taken weeks, months, but like, you know, if you've got a lot of time on your hands and you're bored, especially with the world right now, most people are in lockdown, so it's a perfect time to breed plenty of dinos. Nice. Honestly, just get breeding. It's fun. You can get some really cool color mutations, make your dinos super strong, ready for boss fights, all that stuff. It's probably one of the most complex and complicated and cool mechanics in the game, which is why it's on my list. So let's get on to the next one. Next one on the list is going to be boss fights. So after you've bred all your strong dinos and got some mutations, got all the artifacts, you can definitely think about starting your first boss fight, or just doing more boss fights. Just good ways to farm element, get some level ups on your dinos, and they are just lots of fun, especially if you have tribe mates to do them with. It's also what I really liked about Crystal Isles, because they added a new boss, which was a flying boss, the Crystal Wyvern Queen. Boss fights is the next one on the list. Very fun to do. Next one it is. So of course, following boss fights, it has to be building tech. Obviously, once you complete the boss fights on Gamma, Beta and Alpha, you unlock certain tech items, and a lot of these structures are really cool. You get the new doorways and the walls, Behemoth gates, anything like that. They got the cool whole open sesame doorways where they just open for you and you just walk in and they close automatically. Pretty cool. Definitely worth building just for that, because it saves you constantly opening and closing the doors back and forth. A replicator, you can make anything in this super fast, and it has 20 times the amount of slots in the smithy. Tech transmitter is an amazing way to transfer items and dinos to and from different maps. Oh my god, it's so good! Saves you having to fly to the obelisk, saves you having to go to a drop that's like, oh no, this drop's at 10 health, it's about to disappear, and then you start transferring items in. You start transferring items in, and then boom, it disappears. Love it. That is why tech structures are on the list. And the next one is going to be Genesis missions. If you haven't tried Genesis out yet, I recommend you do. It is paid DLC, but I think it's worth it. I honestly can safely say that this DLC was the hardest PvE content in the game. Like, some of these missions are ridiculous. Like, for example, the Spider Spino. The amount of wrecks that I lost to that mission, insane. Probably over hundreds. I'm not going to put any spoilers in, just this little clip of this T-Rex that thought he could beat me, but he just couldn't. He wasn't good enough. Anyway, that is why Genesis missions are on the list. Doing Orbital Supply Drops is going to be the next one. They only exist in Extinction, so if you haven't got Extinction, you can't do them. You're going to have to go and get it, because it's actually probably one of my new favourite maps. I've only just recently started playing it, actually. These supply drops are amazing. Love doing them. And actually a really good way to get loads of cryopods and cement paste and just basic resources like polymer and stuff like that. They're very fun to do, especially with friends. And that is why they are on the list. This one might not be everyone's favourite one, but this is the achievements tab on my Xbox. So obviously, they have the achievements on Xbox, PC, trophies on PS4, and whatnot. I used to care about these, but I don't really care about them anymore. But when it was in beta phase, I was like, oh my days, it doesn't even have any achievements. What is this? I was a bit sad for achievements. I was an achievement beast. So I love those achievements. The way to follow the story of ARK is if you're focusing on getting all the Explorer notes, you get an achievement for doing it. And Cure Swamp Fever, apparently I haven't unlocked that. I guess last time I had Swamp Fever was when the game was in beta stage and all the bobs were running around the beaches infected as hell. That is also a surprising one. I have not reached the bottom of the ocean, apparently. Mate, I'm pretty sure I've been to the bottom of the ocean. I faceplanted the bottom of that ocean and it hasn't given me the achievement, but oh well. I don't care about the achievements anymore, it's fine. That's why it's on the list. Some people love it, some people don't. Alright, so as we have kind of followed a chronological order on this list, I've saved the best till last. Maybe some people hate it, but I absolutely love it. And it is starting from scratch on a new map. So you've done all that, you've completed the game basically, you've done everything, you've built all the tech, you've tamed all the dinos that you think you can tame, but you can never tame enough dinos, I'm telling you. And then you're like, oh no. But then you're like, oh, I haven't played Extinction. I haven't played Genepiss. And then you're just like, I need to get on there. So yeah, you just start from scratch. You spawn in, and then you're just like, ooh, a new dino. Ooh, he looks cute. And then, boom, she slaps you down and you're dead. And then back to respawn, and you're like, oh, I'll try this one. Very hard difficulty. Okay. And then you just float up in the sky and die. Oh, so let's try the easy zone, shall we? Okay, okay. Boom, straight into a Sarco's mouth. Love it. Good easy zone on Genesis, great one. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the video for today. Just going to apologise for the lack of videos this week. I have been active. This video is taking me so long to edit. It's taking me like 3 or 4 days to edit, and it's finally done. I'm happy about it, and I just hope it's as enjoyable as it was for me to make it. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please feel free to check out the channel if you did. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, goodbye.